your alley, this one is. Now, thought I'd show you through this one, mate, before we shut. Wait up. Belly, shut it down. Sorry, mate, I didn't, keep forgetting it's loud in here. Now, yes, we've got to do the ritual, mate. Look, yeah, it's a bit late for knockoff, but we're getting there, mate. Just had a stack of pumps spinning up. But this one, right up your alley. Now, Jared, you can be involved here, as I guess. You love everything diesel, so I'm going to show you what we got going on here today. As you can see, it has been a couple of beer job to get to that stage, mate. So we're just having what we call our wind down beer and our leak check beer. We've talked about this, haven't we, mate? Any pump shop that is not having a leak check beer, you're doing it wrong. So you have to, one must have a leak check beer while you're doing an idle check and just polishing things off. Like making sure everything's tight, going over all your bolts, blowing it off, just doing a quick Q&A, you get me? Anyway, we don't need to bore you with that. What I thought I'd show you, mate, is you've been wanting to know. We've been running the 6 lately, Jared. So this is can you count? This is one more than a 5. Hence why it's got a 6 on it, you get me? So that is the latest pin our mates, Mr. Burrows, thank you, has sent us up, and we've been running. We mainly use these pins for big pumps, mate. So like this 140cc Billy Gov TD, it's going to get a 5. Can go and put a 6 in that, but not going to get a huge amount of gains. Sort of, let's say like a CC here or there. This 12mm 18Z, no point putting a 6 into them. They don't have the differences in the L dimension, so a 6 is no benefit to that pump. We're going to run a 5. But when we come over here to this one, Jared, now you'll be able to tell us what that one is, of course. It's an automatic 9730 1H DFT pump, right? Now, this particular customer has sent this one up because he wants a little bit of horsepower out of this. Now, when I say a bit of horsepower, he wants sort of 320 out of the box with a little bit of potential up top. He initially didn't understand and didn't want to go down the 2-tune route, okay? So we had to intervene and just educate what the benefit of going down that avenue is. Because we could just calibrate this pump and have it flow its top CCs just on a single tune. But then it's a little bit redundant to go and send it all this way. I think this particular gentleman might be over west somewhere, mate, up north, like Broome. Could be wrong. Sorry if I've got it wrong, mate, but we've been doing a stack of pumps. I get them mixed up from time to time, and Billy he's goddamn no help, you get me? Anyway, so the customer sends it all this way to just go a single tune FT pump. He could get it done at his local diesel shop. They could effectively do the same thing in a roundabout way. Not saying we don't want to do the work, it's just send it all this way. Why not do a good product? So, cut a long story short, we've gone and opted for the 2-tune. Now, it takes no difference. This is what a lot of customers don't understand. They don't understand, mate. They think, sorry, I'll try and keep this to under a shoulder like we usually do. They think when we go and make a 2-tune FT pump, it's going to cost them another $1,000 to get it done. It doesn't. It literally is just another beer or two here on the test stand, giving it a calibrate. So once we sort of explained that, we're here and this is what we're going to show you. You ready to see 6, Jared, in an FT? Alright, I know you do. So, on an FT, we can spin it up here. There's 2 set no boost speeds. So what we do, as you would know, Jared, let me get this spring in here. We do what's called a 500 no boost. Now, let's just, we're going to have to wade in now, mate. We didn't catch it fast enough. bear with me while it learns. Just good opportunity to just have a quick sip of your calibration beer, of course, guys. So, really get in there and change that. Change that so it can read faster for everyone. Righto. So we set the 500 nice and clean, Jared, about 55, 56. They're now 720. That's the actual factory test plan for these. We just like to check it, make sure it's around the 60, 65. Both pretty damn good. All right. Now we'll pick our full load speed. Jared, as you know, an FT is about the 1080, 1100 mark. Now this is where I'll show you how good these sixes are in this pump. Okay, so we've got to go and turn this, wait up, Billy, get down there. Can you turn that on? Oh, Billy, come on. He cannot turn it on. All right, we'll turn the vacuum on to replicate the two-tune, okay? Righto. Now we've got to bring the boost up, of course. I'll quickly ramp that up. This particular boost compensator is takeover and bottomed at 20 sort of 3 pounds. So if I give you 25 pound of boost, you're going to understand what's happening. All right, so let's turn this off here. So on tune 1, Jared, we got this calibrated about 173 cc's of fuel on tune 1. Now, he wants a fair bit of horsepower on both tunes. So, that little nut there is our setting for our tune 1. We're going to go in there. Now, when we go and wire up the switch in the cab, which is just a flick of the switch, all right, Jared, we just turn this switch on. You see that applies vacuum here. That moves. And then we get the full potential, mate. Let me just get it over here so you can get an idea. We get the full potential of the Tillix 6, which is roughly about 235 cc's of fuel that pump will do on a Tillix 6 with a two-tune calibration. So if you want to see it again, you flick the switch, Jared. Watch. The boy is Billy, get out of the way. You flick that switch, turn it off. You see it coming back to its test. And then our fuel will come back down, still with the same boost, of course, but it'll come back down to that stopper fuel, which is whatever we set tune 1 for. Oh no, stop that there. So you can see, wait up, can you turn this off now, Billy? He just can't get that switch, can he, mate? Billy! Oh, you've got to teach him, mate. He struggles to turn things on and off, Bill. So, that there is our tune 1, 170 odd. When we flick our switch here, mate, it goes, activates vacuum into this capsule here. All right, you can see that's sort of how it's all plumbed up here. We're just in the test bench world, mate, so you do all this on the vehicle, of course. We're just replicating it in real time here, and we just quickly fab it up. That moves that capsule and then just moves that. That now actually allows this Tillix 6 to travel all the way and get the most out of an FT pump, which, as you've seen, does about 230, 240 cc's. So there you go. Jared, you ever want one of these run up on the dyno? We can show you how to fab all this up into the cab once you send this pump up here, and we will make it into a two-tune. Now, I know there's going to be some questions, Burrows. No, you cannot just go and buy a 6, slap it in your FT pump, fab up a switch and think it's going to do what we just did here. You're going to have to send it up here. We're probably going to have to drink 1, 2, 3. There was 2 beers down there building it. So, look, if you allow about 10 beers, we can get you one of these calibrated up, and then all you got to go and do is make up that switch in the cab. Righto. Hopefully, what do you reckon, Burrows? Everyone will understand why the 6s are now a new good thing? Let's see. Let's see how these FTs go with that sort of fuel. It probably won't hold together. But that's what it's all about. People want the fuel. We'll give it to them, Jared.